more doctors smoke Camels than any other cigarette.
Hurry, hurry, hurry.
Bavarians is for your man and you too.
Can't you say? No Boulder Dash or baloney here.
Cheers, everyone, and welcome to The Unfiltered Gentleman. And now, breaking the seal all over the finer things of life, Greg, Scott, and Dan.
Yes, welcome in, everybody. Welcome to The Unfiltered Gentleman. Thanks for listening. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for drinking along. I am Greg over there. That is Scott.
Hello.
Oh, God. God damn it. And that's Dan.
What up?
Oh, we just had a huge discussion before the show started about how I hate mouth noises, especially when people start out their sentence with...
I didn't hear that. Sorry.
Oh, yeah, sorry. You were texting or something.
I missed the meeting. Sorry.
Yeah. Ugh, it's the worst. Sometimes I hear myself, like, especially when drinking hazies, like I hear like the spit build up. I'm like, oh my God, how am I going to edit that out? I can't. Especially when there's music. Oh God.
That's right.
So I do my best. I'm peek behind the curtain. I'm over here like licking my arm to make it so like my mouth doesn't water up. It works. Try it. It looks like I'm grooming myself like a cat. It's
yes.
Yeah,
quite distracting.
Yeah. Meow. So, anyways, thanks for listening and all that good stuff. Sorry about that. Burp word of the week. This week is three-pointer.
Oh, shit.
Three-pointer. It's all the NBA has these days. It's 48 minutes of three-pointers.
That's true.
48 minutes of three-pointers and an hour and a half of instant replays.
Harden leading the league in all-time three-point attempts right now this year.
In attempts?
Attempts.
Okay.
Not makes.
Not
Not
makes.
percentage. It's not that. No. I think it's like 13.4 attempts per game.
Wow.
How is he looking right now on turnovers?
Oh, yeah. He's third all-time.
Okay.
Yeah. Just so you know.
He is a genius.
Can you imagine that? I mean, if his percentage, how bad he's shooting, and then how many times he's throwing the ball away, that's like how many opportunities he's messing up.
I used to think LeBron was bad when it came to traveling.
Oh, yeah.
Harden's like, hold my beer. I got this.
And in today's NBA, he's considered MVP
Oh, yeah.
candidate.
He'll be MVP again.
Yeah.
Right. Even though
That's right.
they would have won a championship if he wouldn't throw up so many fucking... Anyway.
That's right.
Yeah.
Hey, you're angry like me, go to cleaninguptheglass.com.
That's right.
Check out my
right.
article,
Yeah.
Pro Basketball is Dead.
Yes, and it is.
And if you haven't read it yet, why not?
Yeah. Go sign up for notifications. Follow them at Cleanup Glass, all that stuff.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
All right. So three-pointers are Burp of the Week. Shout out to Bellflower, California.
Wow.
Thank you, Bellflower, for being our top listenership last
That's
week.
crazy.
Cities like this, I'm not making it up. Always it'd be like
Exactly.
Los Angeles and Malibu
Yeah.
and San Francisco are top listenerships. Washington, D.C. No, Bellflower. Bellflower is our top listening city for last week. Thank you, everyone out in Bellflower.
No kidding.
They must have jumped on the train like Calabasas and they're having listening parties.
Yeah.
Right?
It's traveling around.
You're
what's happening.
Yeah, gathering everybody up and throwing parties. So don't forget to hashtag show us your beers and rate and subscribe on all the whatever you're using there for listening to podcasts, whether it be Apple Podcast, iTunes, Stitcher, Google Podcasts, whatever it is.
That'd be awesome if we can get in on that. If there was really having like listening parties. And
Yeah, that would be
the-
kinda cool.
Like the chive meetups or whatever. Like
That'd be
hot
kinda-
chicks like came to the studio or whatever. Oh man, that'd be
We're here for the Unfiltered Gentleman.
Oh my god.
You are?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Have you seen us?
Yeah. There's a reason we're audio only.
Yeah.
Other than Dan's beard, that thing should be on
correct.
full
Yeah.
display.
We're here
Yeah.
for Dan's beard.
You could edit my face out and just put the beard there.
Yeah. Yeah, they would be here just for your beard. We hear it's lustrous. So all that good stuff. All right, it's time. We're a little dry. Let's get ready. Let's get into the 2019 March Madness Hazy IPA tournament. I don't know why this song just makes me giggle.
Yeah.
If you haven't been listening last few shows, you're missing out. We have a very heated tournament going. I'll let the gentlemen try their beers that are in front of them. There's A Cup and B Cup, as per usual. This is the Hazy IPA tournament. So far, if you haven't been paying attention, number 6, Sam Adams New England IPA lost to number 3, Modern Times Orderville. Orderville went on to round 2 to lose to New Belgium's Voodoo Ranger Juicy Haze. That was last week. First round, game 2, Berry Republic number 5 through the Haze took on Firestone Walker's Mind Haze. Mind Haze went on to win, and that's what we have today. along with Sierra Nevada's Hazy Little Thing. Before the show started, I must admit, I snuck a little sample of the beers, and this is going to be an extremely close game, I think. The rules are that the gentlemen decide, and if there's a tie at the end, I will be said tiebreaker. They look like they're having a hard time deciding.
Jesus, this is rough.
Man.
It's going to come down to a James Harden travel on this one, I think. So if you have not been following along, make sure you go back a few episodes and start with the beginning of the bracket so you can hear all of our thoughts on these great hazy IPAs. You can also go to theunfilteredgentleman.com and click on bracket and stay up to date there as well.
This one's going to go on a missed free throw by Shaq.
Oh, man.
I'm going to go with A.
Going with A.
Yeah, I got to say, last second of the game, down by 1. B has the ball. They throw it in, and A steals it.
Oh,
Dribble out the
man.
clock. You got to give it to A.
Wow. So
It was-
solid A win.
It was hard, man.
Yeah.
It was rough.
No defense. A lot of three-pointers in this one.
Yeah.
All offense.
You got to say, 2 very similar teams here playing for their championship lives.
Yeah.
Yeah, very, very similar.
Very similar flavor profiles.
Yeah.
Both extremely juicy.
Yes.
Yeah, it was hard. Like I think you could switch the cups on me. It'd be hard for me to really decide one from the other, really.
Yeah.
But I think A's just a little more just like crisper. I think on the taste.
A little more.
1 point better.
Yeah.
Stands out just a smidge more.
Just a smidge.
Yeah.
They're both very good beers, though.
Yeah, I will say, I think A has just a little bit more of that tropical profile to
Yeah.
it.
Okay. There you go.
That's my take on things.
Mm-hmm.
So here's the deal. Since the beginning, a lot of people on social media have been saying that Firestone Walker's Mind Haze will take the entire thing.
Oh, wow.
So it came down to Hazy Little Thing and Mind Haze. You guys chose A. B is Sierra Nevada's Hazy Little Thing.
Oh.
Firestone Walker's Mind Haze moves on.
Wow.
man.
Oh, my God.
Hey, you got that Vegas coupon from that bet you placed on Mind Haze. Hang on to it.
Yeah, that thing's going to be worth something because that means we are going to have New Belgium's Voodoo Ranger Juicy Haze going up against Firestone Walker's Mind Haze, the newcomer, mind you,
Wow.
in the Haze craze
Wow.
for the championship.
Amazing.
Good beer, man.
It is good beer. They are doing wonderful things. I don't know if I've talked about this on the show or not, but our friend Sancho over at the Booze League, Sancho, who works for Firestone, said that Mind Haze is the first beer to go into their big fermenter other than 805.
Oh, wow.
Oh, really?
That's how popular it is.
Oh, shit.
That they're brewing it on 805 levels.
That's interesting.
Wow.
And I was talking to somebody on the East Coast in a Facebook group thing and said something about 805. I'm like, yeah, we don't know what that is. Like, oh, it's Firestone, blah, blah, blah. Have you guys probably have 805 out there? He's like, no, but we've had their new thing called Mind Haze. I was like, holy shit, you have Mind Haze, but not 805?
Wow.
Very surprising to hear
That's
that.
crazy. I mean, it's funny, too, that because they're kind of late to the party here on
Right.
this hazy thing.
They
Like,
really
it's,
are.
It's almost kind of over and done with. Probably in about another year it'll be something else. But I mean, better late than never. Because I bet you they're glad that they just kind of introduced it, because now like you said, they're mass producing it in like an 805 scale.
Which, if you don't know what 805 is, it's huge.
Yes.
It's essentially and I hate to say this, but crap beer.
Mm-hmm.
It's delicious, but I can get them at Costco for just slightly over $1 beer, and it's what I always have in my fridge. It goes with everything. It's my favorite taco beer. I have 805 all the time. It's light. It's easy to drink.
Good stuff.
It really is good. It's all over the state. So I'll tell you a little bit about Hazy Little Thing, since we talked about Mind Haze a couple weeks ago. In fact, we talked about Hazy Little Thing over the summer, but 6.7%, 40 IBUs, has a 3.97 on Beer Advocate, which is up from its previous 3.79, and a 3.8 on Untapped. From Sierra Nevada, they say, as brewers, we get the privilege to sample our beers straight from the tanks in all their raw glory. Some beers need a little polishing to get ready to go in the world, while others, the hop-heavy, rowdy crowd pleasers, should just be left alone. We want to share this brewery-only treat with you, so we present Hazy Little Thing, our unfiltered, unprocessed IPA, straight from the tanks and into the can. I'm almost sorry to see it go. This is one of those things that I feel like maybe should have been the championship,
Right.
but it was, round 2.
Yeah,
instead.
I was thinking that, as much as Voodoo Ranger, is turning into this dark horse that just can all of a sudden just win it all.
Right.
I kind of feel like This Hazy little thing and Mind Haze, had they been in opposite brackets, may have met at the
I'm
championship.
thinking that might be the case.
Maybe, but we'll see if Voodoo Ranger could pull it off.
We'll find out next week.
That's right.
Oh, I'm so excited. Wow. It's going to be quite the championship game.
It will be.
Only one, I'll be like Magic Johnson, only one winner can walk away a winner.
Yeah.
The team that scores the most points will be victorious.
That's right.
Yes. I believe that the team with the most points will probably win the game.
Yes. Thank you, Magic Johnson. All right. Let's move on from that then. Let's move on to a little bit of crotch talk.
Have a grievance to share? It's time for crotch talk.
I do have some grievance to share.
Oh, shit. Oh, I'm looking at the rundown. I know what we're talking about.
I went to a wedding over the weekend. What you thinking? Like, all right, what's the big deal, Greg? You went to a wedding.
Mm-hmm.
It was a dry wedding.
Oh, boy.
Man.
Oh, God.
It's a good friend of mine. I don't want to talk too much badness about them, but dry wedding.
Oh.
I made sure it wasn't dry.
All right. There
Yeah.
you go.
So they had some food trucks there as their food for the event, one of which was the In-N-Out truck.
Oh,
Which-
really?
Oh.
Which great job, by the way.
Yes,
Like,
indeed.
that is fantastic.
That is cool, but I
Yeah.
would have liked some beer to go
Yeah.
with that.
Yeah, well, it would have been hard to smuggle in beer because to get drunk on beer, you need more than you would, say, liquor.
Mm-hmm.
But I did fill some flasks
There you go.
and kept filling up my In-N-Out cup with Diet Coke and then going out to the trunk of the car and filling that up with a bunch of bourbon.
Gangster.
All right.
So I had some bourbon and Diet Cokes all night long. I didn't get hammered. I didn't want to get schwasty and make a scene as the only like drunk person at a dry wedding.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, I saw other people. I was not the only one, and not even my group. I'm talking about like other people who I'd never seen before. Like I was looking, I was like, well, that guy's clearly been drinking, and that guy clearly. I was like, all right, I'm not the only one. So
That's funny.
yeah, a little bourbon and diet, and then afterwards we made up for the dry wedding, and we found this Irish bar in the area we were at, and got real hammered. So
I wonder if they do that only to kind of save on the cost, obviously, but if they probably figure, hey, if someone's going to get drunk at a wedding, they're going to find a way to get drunk at a wedding.
it's true
You know what I mean?
because I did.
Yeah.
I mean, I wasn't drunk, but you know,
right.
I wasn't. I was making sure to stay hydrated.
There you go.
You know.
Yeah.
We're looking at having our wedding, me and the lady friend, and we are going to have a lot of beer and wine. We are not going to have liquor at the wedding. We decided we don't drink liquor. We don't need liquor. Just another cost, and brings a
Right.
whole other element into things. And there'll be plenty of beer to get drunk on. Like, you don't need liquor. So, and I'd rather spend my money on good beer.
There you go.
So, but also, if somebody wants to bring a flask because they really fucking love whiskey or something, I'm all for it. Bring your own whiskey.
Cool.
I'm just not going to pay for it. So
Nice.
on some happy notes, though, we did have to travel a little bit for this wedding. We were out in Upland, California, and so on our way back, we decided to do a little brewery tour. Not too far from where we were was Arrow Lodge Brewing, which I've talked about before. Every time we're there, I just love everything they're putting out. They had one called what was it, like Hoppy Me Vita or something like that? Crap, it was a really good double IPA, and they had like a campfire style. They're always putting out good stuff. I was really disappointed though. They really have good Berliner Weiss, little tart and sour beers.
Okay.
They didn't have it on tap this time, so I was very disappointed. Then we went down the street to a place called Alasta Brewing. It was fine. I don't need to go back. It was, nothing bad, just nothing.
Right.
When it's a block and a half away from Air Lodge, which I think is really good, it's like I'll just go to Air Lodge next time. On the way back, we went to Ventura, California, where Poseidon Brewery is.
That's right.
I got to sample some of their wares, and then stopped in at Flatfish again. Had a little Flatfish. So we kind of drove all over and had a lot of beer.
Cool.
Brought a double IPA home from Poseidon in the growler, and God, that thing is delicious.
Poseidon's great.
They do such. You know what? I felt bad because I haven't been to Poseidon in at least a few years. I kind of forget about how good they are.
Right.
And I was, I don't want to say forced because I'm never forced, but I was sort of forced to go there the other day.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, man, I'm in Ventura. I don't have a lot of time. I usually am like, oh, let's go to Midwest or Topa Topa.
Right.
Because they're like the hot, sexy breweries right now.
They are.
But goddamn, I forgot how good Poseidon is.
They're good shit, man.
Yeah. If you guys are in the Ventura County area, look for Poseidon, either on tap at a bar or go check out the brewery in Ventura. Really, really good beer. Their stouts. They were doing some cupcake things, so we got like one of their cupcakes and had a stout with it. Delicious.
Oh, wow.
So good.
I like when they do that. Sometimes they do that at Whole Foods.
Yeah, it wasn't like a guided thing, but you could. So we decided to make it like a guided for ourselves. We got two different cupcakes and two different stouts to try with.
Yeah.
But they do it at Whole Foods at the hipster
sometimes
bar?
yeah they'll do like a brownie or cupcake or cookie or something like that with like a stout or something. I'm like, I do want a cookie.
Yeah.
So I am going to get that stout.
Yes, I will. Thank
Yeah.
you. Please, sir, I'll have another.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so I think that's it for me. Grievances?
I can
You were working out a little bit over the weekend.
a little bit of a workout.
Yeah.
I moved this weekend. And everybody's moved, so they know.
Everybody knows it fucking sucks.
Yeah, it's a terrible thing. So just to hit the highlights of the move. First of all, having no idea, I just ordered a 26-foot truck, which I probably needed like a 12-foot truck. we covered probably a quarter of the truck. It was hard to maneuver. I mean, it's a huge truck. And at one point, when I was trying to park the truck for the night so we can go in and get some sleep, and I'm like lodged between a car and a fire hydrant, and I couldn't figure out how. I finally
like Austin Powers.
Yeah, that's what it was. I finally had to stop. I walked in and got my wife. I said, "You're gonna have to guide me because I'm either gonna hit a car or fire hydrant. And I'm not sure which one I want to hit the most." So she, kind of helped me out there. So we got the move going, and my friend he was super. I mean, he worked his ass off, but there's a few annoyances,
Right.
For me personally, when I'm ready to move, when I get into move zone,
Let's just fucking do it.
I just fucking let's go, get out of my way, don't talk to me, just let's get it done. First of all, thank you, friend, for helping out because you were great.
Friendly.
Yes, and I couldn't have done it without you. The major move was Saturday. I did a few things on Friday. Friday night, he calls me and says, "Hey, tomorrow, when you're ready to move, page me, call me, I'll get up and we'll get started."
Is he a doctor?
Did I say that? Oh my God!
Yeah.
Call me, text me is what I meant to say.
Oh,
and then whenever you're up, I'll get up and we'll get going. Then he calls me later that night, Friday night, and he says, "Hey, tomorrow I got to take my car in to get my headlight taken care of because my headlight burnt out.
Just do that yourself.
So I got to take it in,
Right.
which I would have done." He goes, "Could you possibly at like around 8 o'clock just stop moving, take me to where I need to go, and then just bring me back and we'll continue moving?" And so I'm like, "Yeah, sure, whatever, that's fine, no problem." And so that's kind of annoying. And then he calls me later. He goes, "Oh, you know what? By the way, I forgot. Tomorrow there's a birthday party in the afternoon.
Oh, geez.
So and it's in a certain city which is on your way to where you're moving. So on the way, can you just like drop me off at the party, go to wherever it is you're moving, and then when the party's over, you can come and pick me up, and then I'll help you finish moving." And I'm like, sure.
It's just getting better and better.
Yeah,
Oh, man.
no problem.
so you got to remember to pick his ass up.
Yeah, I've got all these things showing in the middle with
Yeah.
all this move I've got to make. So yeah,
Plus
sure.
on top of it, you're hammered.
Well,
Yeah.
what else is new? So yeah, sure, whatever. So anyway, the next morning I woke up quite early, and I waited a couple hours before I let him know I was up. In fact, he actually texted me because, "Did you oversleep because I'm up and you haven't texted me?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm up. Come on over." So what happened was I have a huge truck which is oversized. It's in the middle of the parking lot. He's like, "Hey, so can you take me to get my car in?" I go, "Dude, my truck is in the middle of the parking lot. I'm blocking people. I can't leave because if they want to leave, then they're going to get pissed off because there's nobody there to move the truck." So he called a friend. Another friend came and was able to take care of that. I don't know how to say that. He's such a good helper. I mean, couldn't have done without him. But he gets sidetracked very easily.
Oh, he's like Doug from Up.
Thank you.
Squirrel.
Yeah. So I mean, we threw away a shitload of furniture. Mm-hmm. So in the middle of all this shitload of furniture, he calls his daughter's mom, says, "Hey, these guys are throwing away a shitload of furniture. You should come and check it out." And so then he has to stop in the middle of move and go
And host your yard sale.
and host my free yard sale. He's doing this, and so in the meantime, I'm still like moving stuff in and out into the oversight. The other annoying thing was I told him from the beginning. I said, "I fucked up. The truck is way too big. So just put the stuff in there." He starts packing everything. It's so perfect. He's like, look, this is so perfect. Look how perfect I packed it. I go, "Dude, you don't have to do that. The truck is way too big." He insisted on packing perfectly.
What a nice guy.
Yeah. I mean, when we got to where we were going, 1/4 of the truck was full.
Right.
So most of the work was walking to the back of the truck to get the stuff and bring it to the front of the truck.
No kidding, right?
So anyways, and then the trash guys show up before his daughter's mom could get there to check out the stuff.
Uh-huh.
And he's like, "They're going to take the stuff. You got to help me out. I don't want them to take the stuff." I'm like, "Well, just tell them that, somebody's going to..."
They'd rather not pick up your shit.
Yeah, they go, "Just tell them
Trust me.
that somebody's coming to look at it." will you go with me? He was scared of the trash guys.
They might beat him up
And
or throw him in the truck.
Yeah, which they never showed up. It just, one thing after another. When we got ready to finally finished up the move, I'm like, dude, I'm going to walk up to the corner, grab a sandwich, grab a soda, and then get out of here. Do you want anything? He said, no, but what I'll do, I'll grab a shower, I'll wrap my present for the kids. His kid's not even the same age.
Right.
I wrapped the little kid's birthday gift from a coworker that I hardly know. And then
Must be hot.
you can, I don't have no idea. Drop me off to pick up my car, and then we're good. I'm like, okay. And I'm not walking fast by that time because I've been moving all day. I've been moving since 4 a.m. This is almost noon. So I'm like limping up there like, I'm drunk or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
A little bit maybe I was. So I'm like, I'll meet you. I'll sit in the truck and wait for you. I sat in the truck for like a half hour before he came out. So
You just got to eat your sandwich.
Yeah. Yeah, it was hard to eat. Yeah, so, I dropped him off. I headed to my new place. He's like, this is going to be a boring party. So, and by the way, he was able to pick up his car, so I didn't have to go pick him up.
Right.
Thank God.
He's like, so give me an hour. I'll be at your place and we'll finish this up. So 4 hours later,
That's what I figured.
after a couple of phone calls, he calls and says, hey, I'm on my way. And by the time me and my wife had pretty much wiped out about 80% of what was in the truck. But I'm like, yeah, come on. He goes, hey, by the way, do you have the basketball game on? I'm like, well, I'm moving. He goes, did you guys get cable? And you go, yeah, I got cable. Like, yeah. Well, turn the basketball game on. Tell me what the score is. I'm in the truck right now. I'm trying to move.
Be quicker just to Google that shit.
Yeah, I'm like, he's like, well, if I come over, can I watch the game? Like, sure, of course you can. So by the time he got there, the game was almost over. It's a college game, and I don't even watch college. And Zion, whatever his name is, your player, he was playing. So that's his big thing, and he doesn't care about sports. He has no thing about sports. But one of his coworkers was at the game texting him, so he had to be able to text his coworker back.
Oh, jeez.
So anyway,
This guy's got a lot of things going on.
Like I say, he was easily sidetracked, but he was a great help. Easily sidetracked, but anyway, we got the move done, and we're there, and so yeah, I'm
exciting.
I'm beat. I'm sore. I'm like fucking coughing my lungs out. So anyway, happy days.
Yeah.
God.
Anyway, it was a move.
Dan had a grievance. Now he's like, I'm not gonna.
Yeah.
Not gonna touch that.
Forget it.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I'm joking. Any grievances from Dan?
Nothing.
Yeah, nothing that'll top that.
Nothing.
Yeah. I feel bad about my dry wedding now. Because it wasn't even that dry. I was still drunk. Oh, geez. Well,
I didn't even get drunk. I was so busy.
Oh, now
that's probably the worst part.
In
fact, I'll tell you this, and please don't ever tell anybody this.
Sure.
In the middle of it, I'd say, I'm bringing stuff in and out of the new place. The wife says, do you want a beer? And I said, no.
Oh, okay. Well, it's been good having you on the show.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
Send
your resumes to theunfilteredgentleman at gmail.com.
Looking for a new host.
Yeah.
Or co-host.
Ho-host?
What is ho-host?
I'll take you there.
Okay, I've been drinking today.
Yeah.
I made up for it.
Making up for it.
Yes.
Oh,
I'm looking at the new babe of the week as a replacement, I think.
Oh. Yeah, Beer Baby of the Week, please come on in. Scott's done.
Yeah.
It's been great. All right. We have an email from a listener.
Oh.
Who wants to educate us. This comes from Darwin.
I could use that.
Yeah. Subject is know your booze! Exclamation.
Oh, boy.
Oh, shit.
It means business at that point.
Know your booze and shut your mouth.
Yeah. Hey, gentlemen, I'm a bartender here in New York and cannot stand when people just order without knowing or asking first. 2 middle-aged ladies sit down. One orders a vodka soda. The other investigates my liquor list and orders a mezcal. I ask, neat or on the rocks? She replies, I don't drink much. What does that mean?
Oh, shit.
Mm-hmm. Her friend helps her out. On the rocks. I serve it in a rocks glass. She says, that's how it comes? Expecting a full drink of some sort.
I've heard that before.
Yeah. She takes a whiff. Face contorts. Oh my, no way. That's mezcal. You ordered that specifically. She has no clue what to do. Her friend recommends Sprite, so I load it up with ice and Sprite. She finally takes a sip. Oh no, I can't.
Oh my God.
Well, you have to.
Yeah.
Sounds like my wedding night.
her friend helps her order a Pinot Grigio.
Oh, man.
Wow.
They then tip $6 on 2 drinks. I didn't charge her for the $14 pour of mezcal.
Wow.
Guess this lady learned a lesson in randomly picking things on the liquor list. Unfortunately, went with the most ambitious thing on my menu. Funny thing, similar thing happened with an older lady when she asked for a Campari on the rocks. Had to water it down with Sprite, and she sipped at it. Know your booze. Cheers, Darwin.
Damn.
That's right.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
Yeah, know your booze, man.
Yeah.
Mezcal. Yeah, that's ambitious if you don't know what you're drinking.
I practice at home.
Knowing your booze?
Yes, so
Yeah.
I'll know when I go out.
Yeah, maybe she should have either took a suggestion from her friend or something.
Right.
Or
No, yeah, that's right.
Or the bartender.
yeah.
There's nothing
that
wrong with
too.
being
If
like,
you don't know,
yeah.
hey, I don't drink much. Can you make something really cute for me to drink?
yeah.
Right. Or I usually drink, whatever, Pinot Grigio apparently, but I'd like to try a cocktail. What
Correct.
do you recommend?
There you go.
Yeah. Don't be a biatch.
Yeah, it's not so much maybe even know your booze. It's know how to communicate.
That's true.
Yeah.
Like, no one will slight you for trying new things.
Yeah.
But, make it apparent where you're coming from.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And just real quickly, another slight grievance is I don't like it when I go.
So I was moving last week.
So, trying new restaurants since
Right.
I'm in a new area. I don't like it when they come up and ask you, what do you want to drink, without giving me a menu first.
Oh, yeah.
Because now I have to ask you, well, what do you have?
That only works if you are, wanting Bud Light.
Right.
Because you know they're
Yeah.
going to have it.
Yeah,
So you're like,
of
I have a
course.
Bud Light or a Diet Coke
Yeah.
or something that you know they're going to have. Otherwise, if you want to know what their craft beer list is, you don't know it by heart. You've never fucking been there
Right.
before.
Right.
And it probably changes.
And if they start naming shit off, you got to try to pay attention,
Right.
and hit a highlight. Okay, whoop, stop. I'll take that.
Yeah.
Right.
So you just give me the menu first, and then ask.
Yes.
me what I
Yeah.
wanna drink.
Most of the time when I do that, and they ask me,
Yeah.
I can very quick, but I can't speak for whoever I go with or whatever. They
Right.
would be like, oh shit, you're on the ball here. I can very quickly kind of look at the tap handles and kind of guess,
Yeah.
what they got. I'm like, oh, I want that right there.
Yeah,
I got some Stone or whatever.
If I sit down without a beer list, I will start staring at the tap handles.
Correct.
I couldn't see them.
I was going to say, Scott, on the other hand, is blind as a bat.
Yeah.
Okay.
So-
Unless you go to a fine establishment such as Yard House where there's a billion tap handles.
Oh, and none of
it's
them
like,
Oh, I know what they got.
oh, shit.
Everything.
Yeah.
I'll take one of each.
Yeah.
Yard, please.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In that case, then I'm like, hey, yeah, let me look at the menu here for a second.
Yeah, I had to do that recently. They're like, oh, what would you guys like to drink? I was like, do you have a beer list? Oh, yeah, I'll get that for you. It's like, why didn't you just
Yeah.
set down the bar
Right,
the bar
right.
menu,
Come
whatever?
on.
Yeah, before I even got a menu, I was like, what do you want to drink?
Yeah.
Well, give me something to look at here.
Yeah. Or the worst is when you go somewhere, usually this happens in bigger establishments, say an Applebee's or something, where they'll say beer menu and then say, or ask for our seasonals.
Oh,
But
geez.
whatever's on the menu is all their shitty beers. So if you want something halfway decent, you got to list and wait for them to list off. We have Stone IPA,
Yeah.
and New Belgium's. I think it's called Fat Tire, and
Oh my
you got to
God.
remember it's the worst.
And I don't like to ask for their seasonals.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
Well, it depends because sometimes you see the tap handle and you go, "Oh, it's such and such brewery."
Right.
I wonder what the seasonal is.
There you go. That's true.
Yeah, so it depends. But I don't want their fucking Sam Adams horchata butt fuck especial or something like that.
I want to try that.
I don't know that you do. Not the Sam Adams one.
Depends if I'm the fucker or the fucky.
Yeah, depends how that's being served.
There is horchata on there, though.
You had me at horchata.
Yep.
Oh dear. What? Okay. Old timey word of the week: chaw bacon. Chaw bacon. It's a countryman or a stupid fellow. You're
Chaw bacon?
Yeah, chaw. CHAW. Chaw bacon.
I
Bacon.
like bacon.
I know. How can you put a negative connotation
No
with
kidding.
bacon?
Yeah, you preface it with chaw, apparently.
I
Yeah,
guess,
chaw.
yeah. You're a chaw bacon. All right, definitely not a chaw bacon.
No one could blame you for bed swerving. It's time for Beer Babe of the Week.
Yes, it is. This week, our beer babe is Chelsea, and you can find her at, once again, good news for Scott, all one word, The Bend, as in Bend, Oregon.
Oh.
The Bend Beer
Oh.
Babe.
I thought it was for something else there.
Oh, no.
Gotta say.
The Bend Beer Babe. And this one, she's drinking at the River Pigs Saloon. Kind of a cool looking establishment there. So make sure you're following her on the grams. Chelsea at The Bend Beer Babe. Only on. Oh God, that just broke.
Damn.
Oh, and it's back. Wow. Only on the Instagrams. That's what happens when you try to do a nice fade. Things just break. All right, let's get into some booze news.
Extra, extra, drink all about it. It's time for booze news.
A California woman drank a 6-pack of beer in a Target dressing room. Do anybody know where Lathrop, California is?
No.
Police in Lathrop said a woman grabbed a 6-pack from a shelf in Target on Saturday and set herself up in a dressing room to enjoy her beverages. 6 Stella Artois.
Wow. Ooh, wow.
Yeah, she got fancy.
Classy broad.
Yeah. Drinking that Budweiser.
Yeah. She's trying them on for size.
I guess so. Yeah, and to see how they look on her. Police say that Elysia Johnson stayed in the dressing room for more than an hour. Well, she's a slow drinker.
Wow, no kidding.
Yeah. Before she walked out of the Target with $200 worth of merchandise without paying, according to the news station.
Well, she was drunk. She forgot.
Yeah. Loss prevention officers at the store detained her. She was eventually charged with shoplifting. She also had 3 other warrants out for her arrest at the time.
Oops.
Yeah, she is a
surprising.
winner.
I was wondering why she wasn't drinking like at her house or whatever.
Yeah.
At her better place than a dressing room. Just
Perhaps
kinda-
that's her better place.
Yeah, I guess so.
I think it is at this point.
Jesus.
Hey, what are you doing in my house?
Yeah, this is my house. Hey, in California, you got the squatters rule too, so she can just set
yeah.
up shop and get some beer in there. There's no kicking her out at that point.
I did that one time before I walked into a Disneyland.
Got hammered?
Yeah, we escaped for like lunch or something, and like I pounded like a 6-pack, and then it was funny because we got back on the little tram or whatever,
Right.
and it says no outside drink or food is allowed on the park or whatever. And I kind of turned over to who I was with. I was like, "Oh, it's a good thing I drank." She said, "Oh my God, your breath smells like beer." It was so funny.
We're just like in the car hammering it.
Yeah,
Nice, which is dicey because they have cameras everywhere.
I
in
know.
the parking lot.
Yeah, put the sun visor up and everything.
Smart.
Mhm.
I went with a girl once to Disneyland, and she's like, "What do you like to drink soda wise?" And whatever it was at the time, I was like, "I don't know, Coke or whatever." She's like, "All right." She showed up. Like I picked her up. She shows up with 6 bottles of Coke. She had dumped half the Coke out of each one and topped them back up with Captain.
Oh.
And she was able to take the lid off without breaking the seal. You know, the little
Really?
plastic ring on the
Yeah.
lid. So we pounded one like right when we got off the freeway. I mean, we weren't driving. We pounded one in the car because we're just waiting in line to pay for parking.
Right.
So we pounded one there, and then we had one unopened in our hand and like drank one on the way up. And it lasted us a good few hours. Then we just bought a couple of beers to keep the buzz going.
Oh, see.
Yeah, we got a nice buzz from that.
Well, I bet. It's like here, like I had to pound that 6-pack because the person I was with didn't drink.
Oh, man.
So they're just watching me drink. And I was like, okay, well, I got to do this quickly. 'Cause you're getting fucking bored and angry. So we got to ruin my
hostile.
Yeah, I ruined my buzz here.
That's funny. You remember what kind of beer it was?
Fuck, I can't remember.
Or style at the very
I
least?
can't
I
remember.
mean, like, were you pounding IPAs?
I think it may have been.
Oh,
actually.
God. That is... I've done that, and that is not easy.
It was like,
Yeah.
the more you stare at me, the more I got to drink. You know?
Yeah, just so you know.
You're killing me.
That's what I was saying.
Yeah. Deschutes is testing 2 non-alcoholic beers,
Why?
a hoppy style and a stout style. Yeah, exactly. My only guess is that it's going to be used for like a CBD or THC beer or something like that. Because why else would you want a non-alcoholic beer? I'm all for session beers so I can have like 10 of them and not get hammered. But non-alcoholic beer just sounds like, no thanks.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, unless they're trying to like market to the Alcoholics Anonymous people or something like that.
I don't know. I don't understand who their market is.
Yeah.
Period. Like
my only guess is that they're ramping up to like make some sort of weed beer. That's the only thing that makes sense.
maybe, or maybe it's like a gateway for kids to get used to beer.
Here, little Johnny.
Yeah.
You're only 13 now, but in 5 years, in 8 years, you'll really enjoy the taste of this.
Never
Legally.
get it, dude. I don't
Yeah.
understand who it's for.
In 5 years, you'll get it. In 8 years, you'll get it legally.
Yeah, exactly.
I was with someone at a Laker game one time, and it was like, "Hey, let's get our beers,"
Mhm.
and they're like, "Oh yeah, can I get no duels?" And then
What?
the person was like, "Alex, like you go ahead and order." Yeah, can I get no duels? And the person's like, "Oh, honey, you don't want that."
Did they not know what it was?
Yeah, they didn't know what it was.
Oh, I thought they were purposely ordering.
No,
it.
no,
Oh,
they had no idea. I was
That's
like,
hilarious.
that was a good one.
Oh God. God. Oh, honey, you don't
You
want
don't want that. I just started laughing. I said, "Would you order that?" But I didn't know. Oh my God.
It sounded exotic.
Yeah.
It sounded Irish. Oh, jeez. New Belgium Brewing is going to start contract brewing for East Island Brewing Company. After last year, they saw an 11% production decline. Trying to make up some money a little bit. Production is down. New Holland Spirits, also part of New Holland Brewing there, is teaming with PBR to launch PBR whiskey.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I guess
Wow.
that's for the gentleman on the go that just wants to get hammered, doesn't give a shit what it tastes like.
No kidding.
It's like store brand vodka, you know? On the label, they say it's aged 5 seconds.
5 seconds. Classic.
Yeah, 'cause, like whiskey's always barrel aged,
Yeah.
like for a year. Yeah, aged 5 seconds.
Just give it a little swisher.
Yeah.
Swish around the barrel. And
They
then,
must
hey,
just run it across a piece of wood, like on the way to the bottle or something.
Probably, yeah.
That's probably all it is.
That's probably 5 seconds right there.
Yeah, so that's hilarious.
What
Keeping
kind
it
of barrel
classy.
are they aging it in?
I don't know.
Wow.
A barrel of like crude oil or
Crude
something.
oil?
Yeah.
or-
Yeah.
Something
Wow.
like that. Syria, I don't know, Brewing, CERIA, is partnering with Grow Packer to distribute their THC-infused beer. This is the one that started by the guy who founded Blue Moon. It's a non-alcoholic THC-infused beer. It's supposed to start distributing here in California within the next 90 days.
Shit.
Yeah, so start looking for weed beer.
Yeah.
Hopefully it's a lot better than the one I made. That was not delicious. Instacart, which is like a grocery delivery on-demand platform thing, is
Okay.
now offering alcohol delivery to 14 of its states that it serves.
shit.
Yeah, we're one of those, California. So.
Oh, okay.
And speaking of that, ZX Ventures, which is backed by Budweiser, says that 28% of consumers don't know they can buy beer online.
Probably.
Yeah. And more than just like Instacart, there's like InsideTheCellar.com. There's a couple of places where you can go and buy beer. In fact, InsideTheCellar.com is one of the places that Stone Cold always promotes his Stone Cold IPA
Oh, damn.
or Broken Skull IPA. So
Get that shit.
yeah. Oh, hell yeah. Have we had that on this show? The Broken Skull IPA?
I don't know if it
I don't think
was-
on this show.
Yeah.
I'll have to do
say
some
that.
research. I just did the noise. God damn
I
it.
know you did.
Oh, that was so not me. It's these hazies, man. I'll have to figure out if we've had it. And if not, it's pretty easy to get out here. I'll have to, as long as it's in production currently, it's pretty easy to get. So I'll have to
Out
get
here,
my
it's
hands.
pretty easy.
Yeah.
As Stone Cold says, if you're outside of California, you're SOL.
Yeah, exactly.
Damn.
So
Put that on the jacket. SOL.
Yeah. And finally, Uber general manager and Scott's best friend probably,
Oh.
Megan Joyce,
Yes,
has been named to the board of directors by Boston
We've had
Beer.
lunch together
Have you?
several times.
Yeah. Is this disciplinary lunches?
Liquid.
Oh, liquid lunches.
shit.
Good. She's been named to the board of directors by Boston Beer, which is Sam Adams. So she will, I guess, no longer be with Uber. And
Right.
Now will be.
I was thinking that, like, how could you be both?
Yeah.
That's like,
Why not?
But the article didn't specifically say that she was stepping down from Uber. Just said that they've named Uber GM Megan Joyce to the board of directors. So
I guess that's the
Who
beer I
knows?
got to drink when I drive now.
that's what I'm saying.
Boston beer.
You can't get in trouble if you're drinking the boss's beer.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Sir, we're going to have to confiscate your license here. Like, no.
Excuse me. The
Direct
boss
order.
This is what the bosses recommend.
Yeah, boss's orders. I was supposed to drink this.
That's what I'm saying. It's got to be like a conflict of interest there. They're like the two counter each other out there.
Yeah. Or it's a great partnership. You get drunk on this beer, and then we'll give you a ride home.
It's true.
Yeah, there you go.
So, anyways, all right, that's all we got. Thank you all for listening. Make sure you come back next week where we will have the championship
Oh my God.
of the 2019 March Madness Hazy IPA tournament. It will be Firestone Walker's Mind Haze, who won tonight against last week's winner, New Belgium Voodoo Ranger Juicy Haze. It's going to be quite the battle.
It's gonna be a barn burner.
Uh-huh. No defense. I don't know. Maybe a little bit of defense.
Probably.
A lot of three-pointers.
A little bit. It's college.
Yeah, that's true. There will be defense.
It's beer leach.
Yeah. Hopefully Zion gets involved and there'll be some dunks.
Oh, man.
Oh man.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Good stuff.
So thanks for listening. Thanks for drinking along with us. You can find us at theunfilteredgentleman.com, on the social medias at theunfilteredgentleman, except for Twitter at unfilteredgents. Leave us a drunk voicemail, if you will, 805-538-BEER, 2337. You can also email us at theunfilteredgentleman@gmail.com. I think that's it. Thanks for listening. We'll see you next week. Make sure in that amount of time, you are staying hydrated. English is hard. And on that note, good night, everybody.